Growing up, I was the textbook definition of shy. I couldn't talk to anyone. My immediate family and close friends, sure, but beyond that, nope. Even extended family members, I had a hard time talking to. I would get so anxious and so nervous about what to say, and if I didn't know something, and I get all up in my head. Most of the time, I never talked. My grade 3 teacher literally told my parents at parent-teacher interview, I had a hard time grading her in this area because she never talks. I remember years ago, as an adult, so not like when I was still a kid, I went out to hang out with some friends of mine who I'd met through my best friend. They were more her friends at this point than mine. And they invited me. She couldn't come, and I went. They told her after the fact that they were surprised that I came because they thought I didn't like them. And she said, no, she's just shy. Like, because I didn't talk to them, they were like, well, maybe she doesn't like us, but we'll invite her out anyways. Like, because they're super nice people, which is why I'm friends with them. But that's how shy I was. Struggled talking to waiters. Oh my goodness, the amount of stress over ordering food. None of this matters, but I overthought it and couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. And when I would speak in public, this wasn't my voice. It would be like high pitched and a little squeaky, and like my face would be bright red. I couldn't do it. It was like, it felt impossible. The idea of speaking in public. No, thank you. And now I'm the complete opposite. I've taught so many in-person and now online workshops. I just stand up and speak to people. I did a presentation once in a room full of people where I knew 2 people in the room. And that is it. And I had some jot notes that I left on the podium, and I just stood there and spoke for the duration of the presentation. I used to write out my pizza order for our family before I could call it in. We always ordered the same thing. It was never complicated. Not only did I have to write it out, I had to psych myself up to make the call. If I was returning a phone call to someone that I didn't know very well, I have to write out what my message was going to be, just in case. Just in case I got their machine. I had to have it all written out, including my name and number, because I would be so nervous and scared, I would forget to say them. So shy. And now this confident person who speaks in public, who shows up on YouTube videos, who travels on her own. I wouldn't go to a friend's party unless I knew more than one person was going to be there. Because what if that person was talking to somebody else and then I had nobody to talk to? I've now traveled and did retreats where I didn't know anyone. I was fine. And I made friends. Like, I now, as an adult, have the ability to make new friends. I struggled with that as a kid, making friends, keeping friends, because I was so shy and anxious, and everything was a bigger deal than I thought it needed to be. Or not that I thought it needed to be. Everything was a bigger deal than it needed to be. But in my head, everything was a huge deal. So I was shy, meaning I had anxiety. But I labeled it as being shy, and it stopped me from doing so many things. A couple of years back, I hung out with my best friends, who one has known me since high school and one has only known me for the last 4 or 5 years now. And at one point, the 2 of them were talking about me as I was sitting on the other side of the counter at Starbucks. And it was kind of hilarious because my friend who's known me since high school knows the shy Charlene, and this other friend was like, I can't even imagine. Like, she couldn't contemplate this version of Charlene that my other friend was describing. She's like, what? That's not Charlene. And my other friend, my older friend was like, well, yeah, this is who she was. And like, so she's seen the progression. And then my other friend has only seen this side of things. And now you might be like, let me know the secrets. Tell me. What was the thing that took you from shy to confident? As I always say, it's mindfulness. It's learning how to get out of my head and to be in my life, because when I'm in this moment, I'm not thinking about all the what ifs. What could happen? Oh my God, do you remember that time when he was 15 and I said that thing and everybody laughed? No, because I'm not stuck in the past either. I'm here and now in this moment. It takes so much of the pressure off, because I only have to be here and I can talk to you and I can hear what you're saying, and I'm not thinking about like, well, what should I say? How should I respond? I'm here in the moment. And that makes it so much easier to actually respond to what the person is saying, because I'm paying attention. In the moment, I'm not overthinking everything. And the ability to stop overthinking, to be in this moment, helped so much with my anxiety. And it's what took me from being shy to confident, to traveling on my own, to doing things that I never thought I could do, to speak to people, to walk into a room where I maybe know someone, maybe I don't, and to walk up to someone who seems friendly, because that helps, who seems friendly, and to walk up to them and say, hey, I'm Charlene, nice to meet you. Like, younger Charlene could never. And now I do it all the time. And it's just like, as I said, because I'm out of my head, it's not even something I think about in the same way anymore. And so this is why I teach this. This is literally why I started my business. When I realized that I could speak to people, when I realized how I could manage my anxiety, how I could stop being shy. It's like, everybody needs to know this, and I need to teach this. Someone who didn't want to teach ever, like ever, other than to my dolls as a kid, I never wanted to teach. And now I'm like, yes, please, here, I'll teach, because people need to know this. And that's why I started the mindfulness journey, to help people breathe, to get out of their heads and to get into their lives. So learning how to pay attention to thoughts, recognizing that thoughts are just thoughts, they're not facts. That was a huge turning point. Oh, just because I think that this person thinks I'm stupid doesn't mean that A, they actually think I'm stupid, or B, that I am stupid. Oh, I can just notice this thought and not believe it. Huge game changer. I mean, it takes time and practice. I mean, you don't instantaneously be like, oh, all my anxiety is gone. It's a practice. And the more you practice, the easier it is to tap into some of this stuff. But the moment I realized that I could change my thoughts, that I didn't have to listen to and believe that critical judgmental voice, my life completely changed in that moment. And that's why, I started the mindfulness journey, why I teach my workshops, why I'm started this YouTube channel, to help more people learn how to get out of their heads and into their lives. I said that like 3 times now, but like, for real, it's there's so much more peace in my head. I was out once with a friend who I met at an exercise class. Like, old Charlene wouldn't talk to people in the exercise class, but new Charlene does. We were getting a coffee afterwards, and we're just chatting about mindfulness, about things like that, and talking with the barista. And I mentioned that sometimes it's just quiet inside my head, and they were like, oh my goodness, I would love that. Like, but that's what practicing meditating regularly does. The mindfulness meditations help you to create that spaciousness, to create that stillness. So that you're not overthinking everything. You notice thoughts when they arise and you're like, oh, I'm thinking this, and that's it. Oh, all of a sudden, what popped into my head that time back when I was a kid? That's funny. And then it's gone, and then you keep moving on with your life. You're not stuck ruminating about that. Oh my God, that was so embarrassing. And how could that happen? And oh, what am I going to do next? Right? None of that. None of that. And even if you start to go down that road, you quickly notice and you're like, oh, I was stuck in the past. And then I breathe and I come back to this moment. And that's really what my videos and this channel and the mindfulness journey is about. Helping you manage anxiety, to be more decisive, to feel more confident, and to trust in yourself. Because, oh, the spaciousness, the ease that happens when you do. I mean, when you feel more confident and trust in yourself, it's like, see this sweater? It's soft, it's fuzzy, it's cozy, and it's warm. And that's what it feels like to trust yourself, like to be wearing a comfy and cozy, warm sweater. So learning how to be in this moment is how we access that spaciousness, that peace, that freedom. And so I invite you to subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos, to get a notification when the next one shows up, and to listen to them, to watch them, to gain the insight and the valuable wisdom that I'm sharing here, that shy Charlene would never even believe she had wisdom to share, let alone share it. Learn how to do this in your life. To subscribe to this channel, hit like, drop me any comments or questions below and I will answer them. And take a moment to thank yourself for coming and for watching this. And if you gained any, even small insights from it, thank you for that. And honor this time that you've just spent listening to this, right? Noticing what come up for you during this training. And I call them trainings because even though they're just videos, I'm training and teaching in them. So thank you for coming. Thank yourself for coming and giving yourself this opportunity. Until next time, take care and be well. Bye.